guys, welcome back. This is PLXOutdoors. My name is Banksy. Want to do a special request video for my buddy Andrew McChristian. He saw what I posted up on the Roadrunner heads here, and I was saying that I was rigging them up with a three-way swivel. So I will be rigging up these two with a three-way swivel. Hopefully you guys can see that, and I'll go through a few of the tips and secrets of how I fish them and how I am pretty successful. So Andrew, this is for you, buddy, so stick with me, and here we go. So Andrew was wanting me to tie a three-way rig for the swim baits with the Roadrunner heads, and he was wanting to know how I tie them but also how I fish them. So we'll go ahead first. Just grab your main line here that goes directly to your rod, and then you'll just go ahead and tie it on with your favorite knots. I'm going to use a polymer knot real quick and tie this on over the swivel. Give it a little bit of spit, pull it tight, cut off the tag end. Alrighty, so to your main line, it'll look like that right there. Basically, the swivel will have one of these circle leads to your main line, and then the other two leads will go one to your shorter swim bait, and then one will be to your longer swim bait. So I keep one at about 1 foot long to the swim bait, and then the second swim bait, I'll keep it at about maybe 3 feet. So not too long where it'll be easier to cast, and then not too short where it'll want to keep spinning around each other and get hung up. So about 1 foot for the first one, and then 3 feet for the second, and that's usually about the sweet spot for me. So I'll go ahead and tie on the first leader at about 1 foot, and we'll just go ahead and tie, like I said, your favorite knots. And here I'm just going to do an improved clinch knot. You can do whichever knots that you guys like to do. This is just the easiest and fastest knot, but usually when I'm on the lake or the rivers, I do tend to tie the polymer knot just because it holds a little bit better with fluorocarbon. Wet it, pull it tight, cut off the tag ends. Alright, so this is what it looks like. So about here you have your main line up top to the first circle loop, and then your second loop will be to your short, the 1 foot long leader for the swim bait. So I'm going to go ahead and tie on that swim bait, and just another improved clinch knot. And like I was telling Andrew, basically right now when the water is still cold, really you just want to work it slow and really just drag it. Unless you do something different and you notice that the fish are reacting and biting it, then you'll want to change up. But normally when the water's cold, we're just slowly dragging it close to the bottom, bumping the bottom. And also you can try, like I was saying in the other video, we'll throw it out, let it hit bottom, and then reel it up, get some tension on it, and then lift, drop, and then let those baits slowly flutter to the bottom. And then when you feel like they're at the bottom, you'll reel up your slack and then lift and drop. And you'll want to keep a semi slack line, just in case that when the baits fall and flutter, the fish will come and pick it up. Usually that works very good too. So just mix and match, try different things, different retrieves, and see what the fish want. So got that there. That's the first one, the short one. So there we go. Can you see that? All right, Andrew, so there you go. That's your first lead, is the short lead to your first swim bait. All right, and then now I'm gonna tie on the second swim bait, and that one is about, I was saying, about 3 feet long roughly. Like I was saying earlier, if you keep them too close, they'll want to kind of swing around each other and get spun up around each other a lot. But if you keep one shorter, one longer, that tends to work really, really good. And like I said, 1 foot and 3 foot are about the sweet spot for me. All right. And then this one's going to be a little bit longer, and you will be able to tell the difference when you're casting, but also one thing to notice too is when you catch fish, look at the color of the swim bait or the grub or lure that you have on, and also look if they're biting the lower one more or if they're biting the shorter lead. So either they might like the shorter lead, which is the one that's a foot up, or do they like the ones that's closer to bottom, meaning it's deeper, the longer lead, which is about 3 feet. All right, so I have my second one tied on, and this is what it's going to look like. So first we have our three-way swivel, and my left hand here is on the main line, and then go into the three-way swivel. And then this is the first swim bait, the short 1 foot lead, and as you can see the line in front of me right here, this will be the line to your second swim bait, like that. And when you cast it, it'll always stay behind the short one, so like so. And that's pretty much it. Again, main line swivel to the short swim bait, and then about 2 feet behind it is the second swim bait. And all you're doing is just showing the fish 2 different lures, but also keeping them at 2 different levels in the water column. One closer to the bottom, bumping, and then one a little bit more above, maybe a foot, 2 foot above ground. So just give them a different presentation. And like I said, normally slow rolling is really good, but also the lift, the slow pump, let it fall on a semi-slack line, and pump again, making sure that your lures are making contact with the bottom, and that usually does really good. All right, guys. So for Andrew, that is your response to your requested video, and I hope you guys can use it. Not just Andrew and your brother Alex, but also everyone tuning in. This is really a killer bait, so I always have one of these tied on early season, just to try to finesse the fish, but also see what kind of mood they're in. You can mix up different baits and really just show them a different presentation, and usually that's what it takes to catch the fish, just because a lot of the rivers and lakes are getting pounded. So do different things, try different lures, different colors, mix and match combos, and I think you guys will be really satisfied. So, and just before I sign out, just want to say good luck and be safe to everyone out there in God's country. I am planning a fishing trip, maybe 2 this week, and also 1 day to hopefully go scout and look for some more sheds and also deadheads out in the deer woods. So weather is looking great, and if you can get out there and have a chance to get on the river or the lakes, I suggest that you guys do so, just because everything's heating up and the fish feel it. The sun's going to be a lot warmer. Daylight savings is tonight going into tomorrow, Sunday, so we'll get an extra hour of light, and they are going to love that. So some of the flowers here are starting to bloom. The grass is getting greener already, so it's time. And don't forget to tie on your three-way rig with your double swim baits, because they will be killer. So give it a shot, and let me know how you guys do, guys. And again, thanks, and we'll see you on the next episode. See you guys.